These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Frank 26 article quote, Al-Sudani is preparing to launch a big reform project, both the economic and monetary reforms for the economy. A program rate cannot do this. That's why Sudani told Iraqi citizens, we are adding value to your currency. Quote, this project works to conduct banking reform that enables agency to have correspondence banks abroad adopt international standards in the field of banking reform. The international world will not accept a program rate. Mark Z via PDK, Iraq's 2023 budget is expected to be its largest yet. Guru Nader talks about them voting on their new budget. I am hearing we are expecting to get a rate with that vote. This is expected in the month of November. That is what I hear from my finance minister contacts over there. A Pimpy article quote, Iraq's 2023 budget is expected to be its largest yet. Nader is talking about them voting on their new budget. I am hearing we are expecting to get a rate with that vote. This is expected in the month of November. This is what I hear from my finance minister contacts over there. Pimpy article quotes central bank governor, the current dollar price will be established for years and there is no intention to change it in any way. We know the coordinating framework as well as Al-Sadr made promises to have the rate change happen. The governor of the Central Bank of Iraq says they have no intentions of changing it for a few years. Sampson article quotes central bank governor, we were keen to facilitate the procedures for opening the first branch of a private bank abroad. Quote, Ghalib said the development bank opened branches inside Iraq and spread in almost all governance and worked to provide international requirements and standards for launching to the region, and its first step was the UAE. Jeff article quotes central bank governor, the current dollar price will be established for years and there is no intention to change it in any way. Remember, guys, due to insider trading laws, Iraq cannot and will not tell you they plan to increase their exchange rate. They can't tell you an increase is coming. It's a violation of insider trading laws. Mark Z via PDK, very quiet on the RV front. It really is dead silent from top to bottom. I believe silence is golden, but I could be wrong. Contacts have given me their clear expectations, and we still are in that window. I know it's frustrating. We are all tired and want to see big changes. They have done everything. It is now in the CBI's hands. We are just waiting on a rate change. Walking Stick via Frank 26, all historical denominations have occurred in an orderly fashion. In my opinion, when they release the 2023 budget into law, it will be before 2023. In my opinion, the first quarter of 2023 will allow all of this to be shown. The last quarter of 2022 is also important to set up the 2023 budget in the first quarter for constitutional and accounting reasons and for it to become law. So far, all is on course. Everyone is on the same page. The CBI and GOI are now married and on their honeymoon. Militiaman article quote, central bank governor, we are keen to facilitate the procedures for opening the first branch, a private bank abroad, unquote. Militiaman says opening the first private sector bank outside of Iraq is not a small accomplishment. It actually has massive implications in my opinion. Internationalism is a big deal and it will require an international relationship at a higher level than it is today. Pimpy says a currency that has an increased value benefits Iraq if they're mostly importing because you want to have more for purchasing power. If they want to be big and exporting to the international community, then obviously a cheaper currency is what they want. If they are a country that does more importing than exporting, a higher currency is what you want because you have more purchasing power. All right, Nader from the Mideast says, from the beginning I said the exchange rate is not under the budget. It's not going to be in a budget. The CBI who makes the decision, it's not the government. The government can vote for it and push the CBI, but if the CBI says no, it's no, that there's no choice. Frank 26 says once you see a seated and announced government, you will see your budget, white papers, exchange rate, new small category notes. It may still be a bit out before we get there, but everything we are saying is confirming where we are heading. And lastly, Mountain Goat article quote, Parliamentary Finance expects the date for approving the 2023 budget. I have to tell you, don't expect the budget until 2023. Yes, I certainly hope they will send it to Parliament this month of November and quickly read it and pass it, but come on, folks, this is Iraq.